Pack it up and head back home, tell everybody I was bluffing. Or maybe I'll just get out my head and focus on what I know's coming. Yeah. Cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Yeah. Maybe all my exes is drinking themselves crazy tonight. Maybe I should call and say, told you I'd be right. Wondering how long it was before you realized the biggest mistake of your life, and now you're paying the price. Oh, is it confidence or confusion? Either way, I feel like I ain't never losing. Your opinion of mine, you know just what I'm choosing. I gotta do this, cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Yeah. Ball in my court, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me tryna get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up. Ball in my court, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me tryna get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up. Big boss, get my line, sell a brother, get your feet in. But tap in with your peoples, make sure they doing decent. Show me how to readjust some ways that I've been thinking. Been trying to protect what I've been building, been on defense. Celebrating our friends and we gon' up there when we touch down. BYOD, shout out to my homies working sundown. I should call my sister for some custom gold fronts now. Soul already shining, need no diamond roll it bust down. No matter how far, I can't forget the opposition. If you ain't been running front and side, you seen this competition. Wisdom telling me better slow down, my heart and mind conflict. I'm patient, ain't no free pass, and I'm paid a lot for my position. Come and get it.
It's the round of 64 in the state of Ohio in Division 4. The number 2 rated, number 5 in the state, Shelby Lady Whippets, take on upset-minded Clyde. They went to Upper Sandusky last week, knocked off the Lady Rams, a 4 seed. They'll look to make it 2 upsets in a row to get a date with top-seeded Bellevue in the final. We got all the action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, with pregame coming your way next.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
We welcome you inside the Carothers Pest Control pregame show for this Division 4 Bucyrus District Semifinal between number 2 seeded Shelby, number 5 seeded Clyde. Hello everybody, my name is Travis Berardi alongside Joe Baylog. Coach, it's the round of 64. Stuff's starting to get real now. You win a sectional championship last week, but now you get into the big competition.
Yep, district play is always interesting because you're usually going to find somebody that you play that's somewhat familiar. Although Clyde and Shelby did not play during the regular season, sure, they have some familiarity because the Sandusky Bay Conference, MOAC Conference, there's some crossover there with some games. For example, I think Shelby's played Margaretta. They've also played Bellevue. You know, you get to tournament time, and, you know, as we did the brackets a couple weeks ago, we said there were going to be some upsets. And one of the big upsets in the sectional round was Clyde going to Upper Sandusky and knocking off a very solid Upper Sandusky basketball team.
And let's take a look at the team spotlight for those Clyde Lady Fliers under head coach Blaze Bainey. 11-12, they were 1-9 in the SBC, but they're playing the likes of Bellevue and Norwalk and teams like that. Now, my first note, they defeated Lexington 62-50 on the 7th of January. Lexington just went to Shelby in that sectional final and put up a fight, only lost by 6. We'll see if that coincides with anything tonight, but scoring their 47.7 points, giving up 48, 40% from 2, 26% from 3, and their 62% free throw shooting squad. So you'll be seeing a lot of the inside game for Clyde.
Yep, and they start 3 sophomores.
Yeah.
So that, playing in that division that they play in the Sandusky Bay Conference, extremely tough. Plus the other thing is we got to see them play against Upper Sandusky. Number 14, a senior, Katie Sheets.
Yeah.
Was a player that was a really good player a year ago, suffered a knee injury late in the season, and then they misdiagnosed it, and she waited about 2 months to have surgery. You'll see her tonight with the brace on, but she was really solid in the game against Upper Sandusky and made a big, big difference, hitting some key threes in that basketball game.
And another player to watch for is their leading scorer, Taitum Jeffrey, 16.5 points, 9.4 rebounds, and 1.7 assists. But now, let's take a look at the home team spotlight. The state number 5 Shelby Lady Whippets, 7 consecutive MOAC conference championships, scoring just about 60 points, giving up less than 40, and they have a good inside game. They can also hit the 3 outside.
Yeah, they've just been a model consistency in winning 6 consecutive MOAC championships. Natalie Lance's teams they are always very well prepared. They'll be well prepared tonight as they step on the floor here for this district semifinal.
We'll take a quick break, be back with keys as well as lineups right here.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king.
Back here inside the Carothers Pest Control pre-game show, we are just about ready to go for this district semifinal in Division 4 between Shelby and Clyde. Let's take a look at the player spotlight for the Lady Whippets. We know Eve Schwimley, but another big piece for the squad is Serena Ramsey, especially underneath. 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and she also has 2 steals.
Yeah, I mean, usually when teams are very good, they not only have a player that from the outside, but they have somebody in the inside that could be a dominant player, and Serena Ramsey has been that player for the Whippets this year. Really consistent. Her play tonight will be key, not only from the offensive standpoint, but her ability to affect shots in the lane as people try to make penetration.
All right, let's get into our keys to victory for this evening. Joe and I both have gotten our keys put down here for you. First, mine contain Eve Schwimley. I mean, Eve has the ability to carry a team on her back. If everybody else is having an off night and you can contain Schwimley, you're going to have a chance, but that's really hard.
Yeah, she's had a great senior season. Actually, I think she's averaging close to 22 points a game, which is about a 7-point per game improvement from a junior, which is outstanding.
Yeah, and she was your Around the Arena guest on the Joe Show, and she talked about it.
She's put in a lot of work, and that work's paid off for her. You know, my key tonight is for Clyde is they're just going to have to handle Shelby's pressure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Shelby wants to use their defense to create offense. So they can't have a bunch of live ball turnovers. Number one, you don't want to have turnovers. But two, if you're going to turn the ball over, you'd rather have it be thrown out of bounds, kicked out of bounds, and not allow Shelby to get those advantage fast breaks.
And actually runs into your Shelby key. It is limit live ball turnovers. That was a problem for them against Lexington. They turned the ball over, allowed Lady Lex to stay in it, and it made it a little nervous for them in their final home game at Shelby High School, but they were able to pull it off. this is now the time where if you have those live ball turnovers, it could hurt you.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what hurt Upper Sandusky the other night against Clyde was, I think they had 18 turnovers, and you just can't have a high volume of turnovers in tournament games when you start playing quality basketball teams and be successful.
Absolutely, and mind patience. Offensively, this is a very good Shelby team. If they can stay patient, get the extra pass, move the ball around, they will get open looks, and that is what can be so successful for the Lady Whippets tonight.
Yeah, I mean they're balanced. I mean they're a very experienced team. Start 5 seniors, so you would expect that they're going to come into this basketball game very focused tonight.
Starting lineups for both sides. First for the number 5 seeded Clyde Lady Fliers, 3 sophomores and 2 seniors.
Yep.
Taitum Jeffrey, our player spotlight player, a 5'9" sophomore. Kelsey Ray, a 5'7" sophomore. Katie Sheets, a 5'6" senior. Kensley Gone, a 5'8" sophomore, and Kennedy Long, a 5'10" senior. As for the Lady Whippets, 5 seniors on this squad. A 5'3" senior, Trinity Baker. 5'6" senior, Charlie Neese. 5'7" senior, Sophia Long. 5'11" senior, Serena Ramsey. And a 5'8" senior, MOAC Player of the Year, Eve Schwimley.
Yep, 2 teams here in this game looking to get a chance to play on Saturday afternoon against Bellevue, who dominated in the opening game tonight.
The number 1 team in D4. Clyde, head coached by Blaze Bainey. Shelby, coached by Natalie Lance, assisted by the great Scott Gurney.
Yep.
Lady Whippets win the tip. That's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Shelby as we take a look at our first Avita Home Health and Hospice replay of the night.
Well, Clyde looks like they started in a 2-3 zone, and they're going to stay in this 2-3 zone. So one of the keys is get the ball into the middle of the lane, which they do, and a kick out to Ramsey, who's not able to knock down the 18-foot jumper.
So Clyde survives the first possession. Now they will get it back to start things off. That's into the corner, and Goon works it around. That's Kelsey Ray. Back to Katie Sheets. Man-to-man defense there by the Lady Whippets. It's off the knee, a turnover, the first of the night against Clyde, and there is that pressure that you were talking about, Coach.
Yep, but again, you don't like turnovers, but a dead ball turnover is much, much better than a live ball turnover. So Shelby was able to get the ball into the middle of the zone, kicked it back out, got a good look from about 18 feet. Let's see what they do against the zone on this possession.
Moving it around, that's into the hands of Trinity Baker. Baker picks it up, gets it back to Eve Schwimley. Schwimley.
Great pass.
Nice pass inside off the glass, too strong. Rebound. Serena Ramsey has it. She goes around the defender, puts it up and in, and the Lady Whippets score first. And a steal and a bucket, just like that, it's 4-0. As Sophia Long with the steal in the hoop.
Yep, as we said, live ball turnovers. You can see Shelby trying to extend this pressure into the full court.
Corner 3 airballed, offensive board put back up and in, and Clyde is on the board after Kelsey Ray's given a gift right there.
Yep, Clyde had 2 offensive rebounders in the position, and Kelsey Ray able to grab that and stick it in the hole. A little flare screen here for Schwemley. The shot fake gets to 10 feet, not able to knock it down.
And it's knocked out of bounds, and we'll go back to Clyde as we take a look at the Clyde bucket off the offensive board. 4-2, Shelby leads here 2 minutes in.
And a little 1-2-1-1 pressure here. Taitum Jeffrey's trying to handle the pressure and does a nice backup dribble, looking to attack now, and it's going to be a foul on Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramsey not fully positioned, and that was a great take. And like you said, a nice backup dribble there by Jeffrey. Got around Long. Long gave her enough of that sideline to give her enough room.
And Jeffrey was really a key in the Upper Sandusky game. It seemed like anytime Upper Sandusky made a run, she either was scoring a bucket, assisting on a bucket, or getting some kind of steal defensively. So goes to the line, makes the first free throw of the night, and is going for her second.
64% free throw shooter, misses the second. Ramsey gets the board, so it stays 4-3. 5:50 left on the Mechanics Bank scoreboard in this opening quarter. Winner gets Bellevue. Schwimley from the corner. If you're Clyde, you do not want to see that, because when she has her outside game on, it creates problems.
And Coach Bainey was screaming as he saw Schwemley run along the baseline there, and Clyde just did not do a very good job of matching her. They got to know where she's at.
That skip back out the sheets, puts up the three and answers.
As I mentioned, Katie Sheets was really big in the game against Upper Sandusky, hit some big threes. A nice left-handed stroke there to bring the Flyers within one.
Yeah, 27% from the three-point arc. There's a little pressure here against Shelby, and that's a travel. And the Lady Whippets turnover as we take a look at the three-pointer, and that ball, it's one of those just, for the second actually bucket that Clyde had, one of those, hey, look what I found. Ball just bounces their way. They get it. They hit the open shot. It's a one-point game.
Shelby's first turnover of the night.
Thank you all for watching tonight as Clyde gives it away. Nice, extra pass, and that's going to be long, maybe. Yeah, they're calling that a shot. She did throw it up, so it will be 2 free throws for the senior guard. Taitum Jeffrey called for her first foul. First free throw in. Long with 3 points early on. Only a 42% free throw shooter, but looking like a 90% shooter there. I was going to
say, that shooting stroke doesn't look like a 42% free throw shooter.
Great play, a turnover.
Great play there by Eve Schwemley, able to deflect it off.
And Natalie Lance.
And it's going to be the 4th turnover.
Natalie Lance pumped up about that play here early on. Natalie Kennard now into the game for the Lady Whippets. Into Schwemley from the free throw line. Counted and one.
Schwemley with their second basket of the night. You can see a little of adjustment they made against the 2-3 zone. They put her in the high post, and her ability just to be strong and catch the basketball, and then the strength to take some contact and get to the free throw line with an opportunity for a traditional three-point play.
Well, also kind of like she has the ability of like an NBA player. That's an offensive rebound, because she was at the free throw line, got bumped, stayed, maintained her composure there, and then hit the shot.
Yep.
Shelby with the extra possession off the offensive board.
And that's off of a missed free throw, which is what you don't want.
Nice pass and a bucket. Chloe Mayheck, beautiful dish. It's 13-6.
And Chloe just a sophomore.
Clyde just gets it over the line in time. Goon. Kick over left side. Another three for Sheets. Doesn't go, and it's a long rebound out. Kennard all the way into the lane. Jump stop, and she will go to the line. Take a look at this pass, though, Coach, on the last bucket by Shelby. It's just a thing of beauty right here.
Yeah.
Just threaded the needle.
Great feed. I mean, baseline drive. That post player just steps up a little bit to give some space. The defender went to help on the drive, which opened up the middle of the lane for the Whippets.
Kennard, a 61% free throw shooter, hits. Funny thing so far, Coach, is that the lower free throw shooters doing pretty well. Eve Schwemley is a 80% free throw shooter, 0 for 1.
Yeah.
Oh, and an unforced error there as Clyde turns it back over to Shelby with 3:37 left here in this opening quarter, and they are going to take a timeout.
Last free throw. She made 1 or 2.
So Shelby leading here early on, 14-6. And Coach, this allows us to take a look at our secondary player spotlights for the evening. And, I mean, you can't mention we can't forget to mention about Eve Schwimley.
Well, I don't know if Eve Schwimley's a secondary
well,
player, but
we like to give other players
exactly
love.
Right.
If we covered Shelby so much, it just can't be all the time the same person.
You're exactly
so
right.
we had to still mention her. That's
you're
why
exactly
we do this.
Right, yes.
But 25.5 points, almost 6 rebounds, almost 4 steals. She's going to be the MOAC Player of the Year, but it hasn't been announced yet. And then on the other side, Kensley Goon. 9 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1 steal as well. She's had a couple attempts, haven't hit yet, but she needs to get going if they want to have a chance to get back into this.
And she's only a sophomore, so the 2 players that we highlighted on Clyde are both sophomores, which is exciting for the future of this Clyde basketball program.
And hey, they get some good competition here in the district semifinal. They're playing one of the best this year too, so we'll see what they can do here out of the timeout.
Well, the interesting thing here is Shelby attacks this zone as they move Eve Schwemley in different positions in their zone offense, and now she's able to step out to the 3-point line, not able to knock that one down.
Bit too strong, but Ramsey, instead of jumping for it, let it just fall into her lap, gives it to Kennard, extra pass over the Mayheck, then back to Schwimley. Schwimley, Euros, gets it inside, and a travel will be called. A little bit of shuffling in there by Kennard, but
yeah, got a little bump and just got off balance, but Schwemley made a great pass to get that possible look inside.
3:07 left in this opening quarter. Once again, I want to welcome everybody watching live and free on YouTube tonight.
And Shelby going to change their defense. They were in a 1-2-1-1 in the full court. Now they're in a 1-3-1 and looking to trap in this half-court area.
Mix things up.
Ramsey almost got the steal, not quite.
Skipped into the corner for 3. Yes, big bucket there. Reese Daniel with the 3 off the bench. Other way, Schwemley with the offensive board, can't get it to go, and then she fouls on the rebound. So a little momentum here for Clyde after the 3. They have a chance to get into double digits. The Shelby District Semifinals is on Facebook. That's why we're not on Facebook tonight. But we are on YouTube, so thank you all for watching. Schwemley nearly with the pick there, but it got into the hands of Goon. Goon double team.
You can see the athleticism of Schwemley at the defensive end of the floor.
Left side, another 3, that time short. Long rebound out, taken by Alyssa Booker. Into the hands of Schwemley as she crosses the timeline at full speed. Pass to Ramsey from the baseline, got it. Good answer there for the Lady Whippets. 4 points for Serena.
And we just talk about the all-around play of Schwemley, and she showed it right there.
Booker with the steal. Over to an open Schwemley layup, good. And another timeout for Clyde. So, Coach, Clyde hit the 3, got it down to 14-9, but then Shelby, 4 quick points once again, extends the lead and forces a timeout.
And that's, when you extend your pressure, you're going to look at getting those runs, those 6-0, 8-0 runs. And if you're Clyde, you just got to try to prevent that. But Shelby with a quick run here with just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, up 18-9. Coach Bainey calling timeout, just making sure that this doesn't get to double digits here in the first quarter.
The same thing Bellevue had against Perkins. They won by 30 earlier on here. Winner of this one will take on Bellevue on Saturday, 2 o'clock. Myself and Joe Baylog will be back here for that district championship, and it should be a good one if Shelby were to hold on.
And you can see coming out of the timeout, Shelby's going to change their defense again. Looks like they're going to match up in man-to-man. Let's see if they do any kind of trap out of this, and Schwemley does. They run right at the ball handler, almost got the steal.
Into the corner, open 3 for Goon. There it is for her. Third 3 of the night for Clyde, 18-12.
As we said, Clyde, you look at their stat, they're not an outstanding three-point shooting team, but if you look at their total, they shoot a high volume of threes, so they try to play the percentages a little bit there. you know, that if you can make a bunch of threes, you're going to be in the game, and it's kind of got them right back in this game here. 18-12, they trail.
Inside to Schwemling, she throws it away. Quadruple team just tried to heave it away. So we take a look at the three.
And what she rushed herself just a little bit there. She probably should have caught it and just been a little bit more patient because she's got the strength that she can split some defenders. Third turnover for the Whippets in this basketball game.
Down the middle.
Ramsey with the block.
Knocked out of bounds, and it will go back to Shelby. Will take the whole play there as Kelsey Ray tried taking it into the lane, and Ramsey said, I don't think so, off the pass.
Yep. As we said, Ramsey, that's where she can be really effective at the defensive end, is her length and athleticism. Not only to block shots, but just to change the trajectory of shots.
Final 40 seconds of this opening quarter. Schwemling, ball fakes, mid-range jumper, too strong. Long rebound, though, stays with Shelby and Alyssa Booker. Booker out to Kennard. Kennard blocked, but into the hands for a jumper. That's no good. Rebounded out by Kelsey Ray. So Clyde with a nice defensive stand, but they give it right back.
Yep.
Here's the whole sequence there.
I mean, Clyde, I got him unofficially for 7 turnovers. And as we said, you can't turn the basketball over that many times. I guess the fortunate thing, again, that one was a dead ball turnover. But Shelby's going to get the last shot here of the first quarter.
18-12, Lady Whippets lead. Schwemling back out to Kennard. Ball fake, left side now to Booker.
Booker hit that big shot against Clear Fork in their win down at the Colt Corral.
That'll be a jump ball, and Clyde will get it back with 3.4 seconds. However, that will mean Shelby will get the ball to start quarter number 2. So hopefully Clyde needs to get something done with this possession.
It's going to be a half-court heave here.
Goon on the run, throws it off the glass. Too strong, and that is how quarter number 1 will end. We played one here in this D4 Bucyrus District Semifinal. Shelby leads 18-12.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
On me, think it's time to wake.
$18-12 the score in favor of the number 2 seeded Shelby Lady Whippets. Travis Berardi back here with Coach Joe Baylog, and the 3-ball has kept Clyde in this one so far.
That was the big difference in their game against Upper Sandusky. The 3 was a huge difference. And kept them right in it. So that's, again, we said they don't shoot necessarily a great percentage. I think they're under 30%, but they do shoot a pretty high volume of threes.
Schwemling right side, 3 for Kennard. Just a bit off the line, and a rebound out to Anne-Marie Davis.
And one of the things you notice here at Bucyrus, these rims are pretty soft. So even long threes, those rebounds are staying close to the basket.
Good defense there on the shot by Jeffrey. Back comes Shelby. Kennard out to Ramsey, now into the corner, and Sophia Long.
And it looks like Clyde now has come out into man-to-man defense, and they look like they're going to face guard Schwemling, much like they did with Grace Walton of Upper Sandusky.
Back outside to Sophia Long.
Nice
into
rip.
The lane, too strong though, and Davis comes out with the board. Or Ray, I should say, comes out with the board.
Sophia Long with a nice drive, just unable to finish with that left hand.
Into the corner, quick release 3, Jeffrey off the mark, bounced around, and the rebound will be taken by Eve Schwemling. As both teams unable to score on their first couple possessions in the quarter 2. Schwemling into the lane, bumped, no call. And back will come
turnover.
Clyde on the turnover. Jeffrey.
Turned
She
it right
loses
back.
it, gives it right back. All the way ahead to Schwimley. This time, she's going to get the bucket. 9 points for Eve. It's 20-12.
Yep.
Skip pass. Ramsey gets a hand in there. It's stolen by Schwimley. She's double teamed, but gives it right back. And I guess trying to draw the foul there was Davis. Didn't get it. And on the other
Ramsey,
end, it
nice
turns
play.
into Ramsey. Ramsey with 6. It's a 10-point Lady Whippet lead, their largest of the night. Sheets inside, off
Nice
the glass
move.
and in.
Katie Sheets with just a nice curl cut into the lane. Teammate able to find her open and coming back to that left hand off the glass.
She leads Clyde with 5 points. It's back to an 8-point lead.
And back in that 2-3 zone again that they started the ball game in.
Nice inside the Long. Long gets around the defender, floats it up off the back iron, no. And a rebound will be taken by Jeffrey. And a good job, though, by Kennard to get the jump ball. It'll stay with Clyde, but it will move the possession arrow.
I mean, you can see Shelby's not just only aggressive off of made field goals, being aggressive off of missed field goals. And again, extending their defense here. You're going to anticipate there's going to come some kind of trap somewhere. They look like they're man-to-man, but you're going to see somebody probably run as the ball gets towards the half-court line.
Ray gets it off. Skip pass, another open three. That one off the front rim, though. A little short, and Schwimley gets a long rebound. Gets bumped, gets the ball back. She's going to go baseline, pull up, short again. And it's a district semifinal, Coach. You're letting them play.
Yep. I mean, Eve may just need to be a little bit more patient. As she probably got bumped there. Maybe that could have been a foul. But officials, as we said, letting them play when they're straight up. It's going to be a travel. But again, the thing is, Clyde's gotten open when they've been able to reverse the ball and get that little curl cut in the lane. We just saw Sheets do it, had her open there again, but travel called on the Flyers.
Coming up on a midway point of quarter two, a 22-14 Shelby lead. Baker, back to Nice. Two-person game right here. Now they get it. Try to get to Schwemley, but it's deflected out of bounds, and smartly she just lets it go out there as they'll reset here.
Tried to throw that skip pass all the way across. It would have been much easier if you just make the reversal pass to the point guard. Let the point guard make that extra pass. You know, where Shelby's been effective has been able to get the ball into the middle of this zone, into that high post area.
Schwemley, skip past the Nice, fakes the three, gets it to Baker. Baker back to Schwemley. They do get it inside the middle, but
turned it over
off the mark, and Jeffries gets the steal. All the way ahead, three for Sheets, in and out, and Schwemley's there with the board. That could have been a big bucket for Clyde.
Yes, that would have been a really big bucket. Would have cut to 5, but Shelby with a chance here to get it to double digits, but again, almost a turnover.
And there's going to be a foul. That should be on the floor. It was a pass. That's going to be the second on Taitum Jeffrey. So Schwemley getting bumped around a little bit, unable,
And I think Coach Lance is going to give her a little bit of a rest here. Maybe talk to her a little bit about, hey, just be a little bit more patient. Let the game come to you a little bit. You don't have to force everything. On almost a turnover there. Clyde with a good job of defending the baseline out of bounds play.
Long with a nice catch, though, to get it back. They'll back out and let Coach Lance call the play. Nice, left side to Kennard. Kennard drives in around two defenders. Nice take. Kennard's third point. It's 24-14.
Yeah, that's a nice move and able to finish with her left hand. And Shelby in there, man-to-man defense, and there's going to be a foul here.
That was Goon with the take.
So Kelsey Goon going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. First foul of the quarter, though, on Shelby.
Yes.
Both teams with just one.
it's a clean quarter so far in that term.
Right.
Goon gets the friendly bounce.
As I mentioned earlier, these rims are pretty soft.
Yeah, they are.
So if you're able to get the ball on the rim, got a good chance that it's going to roll in.
And especially for an 81% free throw shooter, that's even better for you.
Yep. But the other key is you need to recognize that because a lot of the rebounds are going to be right at the rim if you're able to get to the offensive glass.
Once again, lead back down to 8, 24-16 as we hit 3 minutes left in the half. Congratulations to another MOAC squad, the Clear Fork Lady Colts. Coach Scott Sellers has his team playing for a district championship on Saturday evening. They handled Edison. Shelby looking to be team number 2 out of the MOAC to get to the district final. Nice, got to give it up. Does the Kennard, almost had a 5-second call. Into Ramsey. Ramsey back outside, 3 for Nice. Air ball, no, we'll call that a pass. Offensive board put back and in. Sophia Long.
And
we call that a pad
your stats, 2 offensive rebounds, and plus you get the field goal.
Did you call that an assist as well in the 3-point attempt?
Assist to yourself.
Speaking of a 3-point attempt, Sheets with her second, and it's 26-19.
Yep. And we said the 3-point shot's been a big difference tonight. That's the 4th, I believe, for the Flyers.
Skip pass back to Kennard. Kennard, closely guarded by Sheets, gets it away to Baker. Baker skip pass back to Nice inside the Ramsey. Ramsey in one fluid motion short, and it's rebounded out by Daniel. 1:45 left in the half. 7-point Shelby lead. Nice steal. Trinity Baker all alone gets the steal, but misses the bunny. Back inside, the wide open layup doesn't go either. I guess you can say it's a ball don't lie moment for the Shelby Lady Whippets there. And as Natalie Lance is going to get a timeout. Yeah. What just happened?
That was quite the sequence there. First of all, Clyde comes to the half-court line and does one of the cardinal sins of dribble, turn your back right at the half-court line, and Shelby does a great job of rotating, getting the steal, but missed the wide-open layup, and then the ball comes the other end, and Clyde misses a wide-open layup.
Here's the whole sequence here. What a beautiful steal, though, by Baker, but then sometimes you get too open.
Yeah, just didn't get it high enough on the glass.
Yeah, the release was a little bit too late, and then on the other end, wide open here, and too soft, too hard.
But you got to give credit. I couldn't really see who exactly was a player. Looked like number 4, Charlie Nice, sprinted back.
Yes.
And although she didn't get the deflection thing, she distracted that Clyde player enough that she would miss the layups. And those are what we would call many times effort plays.
Absolutely.
Don't show up on the stat sheet, but they show up as far as you forced a missed layup there. So the game now, instead of being a 5-point lead for you, is still at a 7-point lead. And you got a chance here to get it to 9 or 10 with 1:25 to go in the half.
And the longer this game goes that Clyde sticks around, remember that play, too.
Yep. Those are plays that you look at after a game that can make a difference.
All right, here we go. Let's see what you're doing against this 2-3 zone.
Kennard back over the Nice. Nice inside.
Nice play.
And a great pass. Patience, exactly what happens right there. Mayheck with her second field goal, but patience led to 2 points for Shelby.
And we talked a lot about if you're able to reverse the basketball, defense many times breaks down.
And that's going to be a foul on the other end.
And that's what happened on that possession. Shelby just had great ball movement, moved the ball from one side of the court to the other, and then found an open cutter going right to the basket.
Anne-Marie Davis called on the foul. It's only the second on Clyde as we're down to 50 seconds left in the half. Now Shelby, 45 seconds. You get the ball out of the half. Do you try and go the good old twofer, one possession here before the half, one out of the half?
Well, I think you look to attack here. I would say if it gets under 30 seconds, they may look for the last shot of the quarter. But again, a great attack.
What a play. Counted in one.
I mean, Chloe Mayheck with their 3rd basket here, but a great assist there.
I mean, take a look at the replay. That's a thing of beauty right here.
Yeah. We just mentioned Charlie Nice's name, a hustle play to distract an open layup. There she makes a great play penetration and a dish to her teammate. Chance to go up 12 here.
Doesn't get the ball to fall, but it's 30-19 now. And for Shelby fans, that kind of reminded me of the bucket that won the regional semifinal against a tough possession there, but the play that won the regional semifinal at the buzzer was that, where a Sophia Nice drove with the ball and dished it off at the last second for the layup and the win.
So a chance here with 16.7 seconds for Clyde to cut into this 11-point deficit. So looking to get maybe a little bit of momentum going here at the half if you can get a good basket.
Ray almost throws it away, but Farrer gets it. Davis now to Sheets. Sheets mid-range off the back rim. No. 2 seconds. 1 second. He won't go. And we have reached the half. Shelby, a bit of a run at the end of the half, has extended their lead to their largest of the night. 11 points. It's 30-19 as we go to the break. We will take a break, and when we come back, the Carothers Pest Control halftime report right here live and free. D4 District Semis.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames.
Tonight's Division 4 District Semifinal brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors. Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Carothers Pest Control. Carothers is looking to add a new technician to the team, offering a 401k, PTO, and more. Reach out to learn more. Carothers Pest Control. Got a pest? Call the best. Arcelor Mittal. Smarter steals for people and planet. Hiring now with competitive wages and benefits. Visit arcelormittal-oh.com and click careers for more details. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. BS Media Productions. Need a commercial to showcase your business or promote that you're hiring? BS Media Productions is the most affordable, high-quality production company in North Central Ohio. Find them on Facebook. Graham Ford. All 2024 Ford models must go. Financing as low as 0.0% or up to $10,000 off on select models. Thank you all for allowing us to be live and free this evening for this D4 District Semi. When we come back, the Carothers Pest Control halftime report right here on the OH Report.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Think it's time to wake 'em up. They've been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up.
Back here inside the Carothers Pest Control halftime show, where your score at the break of this Division 4 District Semifinal, 30-19 in favor of the number 2 seeded Shelby Lady Whippets. Travis Berardi, Joe Baylog back here. And Joe, I mean, the 3-ball was big for Clyde, but Shelby really started getting it going. You saw a couple nice dimes inside for some layups, and Shelby doing what they usually do, getting inside, getting some good looks.
Well, the ball movement of Shelby against the zone was they had some really nice possessions.
Yeah.
Of just, a second and third pass and finding open cutters going right to the basket. At the half, I'm sure Coach Lance is concerned. Shelby has 8 turnovers.
Yes,
and that's got to be a concern of if you're gonna win a district game, win a district championship, you got to take better care of the basketball. On the other hand, they forced 11 turnovers, which is what she's got to like, and they've only given up 1 offensive rebound to Clyde.
Yeah.
So you got to be pleased from those standpoints that you've rebounded the ball really, really well, and you forced some turnovers. But at the offensive end, they want to cut those turnovers in half. They only want to have at the most 4 or 5 here in the second half, as hopefully they're preparing for that district final basketball game as they're up 11 here as we get ready to start the second half.
Yep. Scoring individually as we come to the break. First for Clyde, 8 points from Katie Sheets, 5 points from Kensley Goon, 2 points from Kelsey Ray, 1 point from Taitum Jeffrey. Leading scorer, held scoreless. Shelby doing good.
Yep.
And off the bench, Reese Daniel with a 3. As for Shelby, Eve Schwimley, ho-hum, 9 points in the first half. 6 from Serena Ramsey, 6 from Sophia Long, 6 off the bench from Chloe Mahek, 3 off the bench from Natalie Kennard. So another stat to look for right now, Joe. Bench points. 9-3 in favor of Shelby.
And Chloe Mahek has come in and really been effective inside with that cutting down off that high post. Guards make that baseline drive, and she's dove to the rim, and they've been able to find her.
Here's the score by quarter so far. 18-12 Shelby in the first, 12-7 Lady Whippets in the second. And actually, Clyde had the second quarter in the lead for the quarter, but then Shelby on a late run made that 12-7 deficit and got their largest lead of the night right now at 11.
And we get ready to start the second half. It's going to be Shelby basketball. So probably have said this on every broadcast that I have is if you're Coach Lance, you're looking to get a score, a stop, and a score. You take this 11-point lead to 15 or more.
Baylogism, folks.
On the other hand, if you're Clyde, you're looking to get a stop, a score, and a stop. You got it back under 10 points with a chance, to get it like to 7 or even 6. So
we call that the Baylog here.
The Baylog. But a lot of times that was one of the things as a coach. You talked a lot about those first 2 or 3 minutes of the game, and now the first 2 or 3 minutes of the second half can be key possessions in the basketball game, especially at tournament time.
Second half underway. Also want to shout out Linda Lagoy watching from San Francisco, the Bay Area. Chris Steele watching, and Dawn Ramsey rooting on the Whippets.
Well, and Clyde in that 2-3 zone, you can see Shelby running a variety of cutters into the middle of that zone. And when they've been effective is when they've been able to put the basketball into that high post area. And now they're going to reset their offense.
So we saw Schwemley at the free throw line, now going outside the arc as they start up. Schwemley from behind the line, about 3 feet. It don't matter. She hits the 3, and off and running she goes to start the third quarter.
And that possession took about 40 seconds. And Schwemley open at the top, a long 3, but nobody there to contest it.
Offensive rebound by Kennedy Long. She puts it up. No! And Ramsey comes out with the board. Tough luck there for Clyde. Back comes Schwemley. Hands it off to Charlie Neese, then back to her. Now into the corner, and Sophia Long. Mid-range jumper from the baseline's good. She's got 8.
And there it was. A stop. A score, a stop, and a score. And now they get another turnover.
Offensive board put back. Little rush there, and we'll get a foul going the other way. But let's take a look at that bucket on the mid-range by Sophia Long. They nearly had the score, the stop, the score, the stop, and the score, but rushed it a little bit. But Shelby pushing the lead out immediately into this third quarter.
Yeah. You took 11-point lead to 16, so if you're Clyde now, you just can't let the ball game get away from you.
Nice ball fake. Jeffries too strong.
Ramsey with a good rebound in traffic.
Yes. She's been key inside the paint. Great pass by Schwemley. Got it to go.
And Sophia Long having a good game as she now goes to double figures with 10 in the basketball game.
And take a look at this pass. It's been a highlight film for Shelby tonight. I mean.
Well, we talk a lot about Eve Schwemley's ability to score, but she does a great job of doing all the other parts of the game, getting her teammates involved, as you saw with that assist. So now Clyde coming out in man-to-man, and Coach Lance calling a set
backdoor
blue
cut.
55, a backdoor cut.
Schwemley with 5 early on in the third quarter. She's up to 14 points. On the other end, Schwemley with the block from behind and collides with Ramsey. So take a look. But on the bucket before this backdoor cut, as a coach, you've got to be very happy with Shelby running the floor.
This is interesting here. This is Coach Bainey makes I guess we would call a hockey substitution.
Wholesale changes, yeah.
He subs out 5 players. I don't know, maybe to send a message here that he didn't really like the start of this second half. But let's see if maybe ignites a little bit of fire into the Clyde Fliers team basketball team here, as they are now down 20 after being down 11 at the half.
9-0 run for Shelby to start the second half. Daniel kicks it back out to Anne-Marie Davis. Now to Araya Farrer, who is a freshman Two freshmen on the court right now for Clyde.
And Fire had some key baskets in the win against Upper Sandusky, but another turnover by Clyde here.
But a travel,
and Shelby turns it back over.
Many times this year, one turnover given right back.
Yep. As we said, one of the things, that's Shelby's first turnover of the third quarter here of the second half, but that would had to be something that Coach Lance addressed at the half, as they had 8 in the first half.
Abby Rogish gets it to Daniel, now outside for 3, just a bit short. Rebound taken by Mayheck. Off to Neese. Neese into the lane, puts it up, fouled. She'll get free throws here with 4:51 left in this third quarter. A 20-point Shelby lead now.
Yeah. And as we said, Shelby's done a really good job. 1 offensive rebound by Clyde in the first half, 1 here in the third quarter. They've limited Clyde to just limited them just to 2 offensive rebounds so far in the game.
Charlie hits the first. That's her first point of the night. 40-19. Second in and out, and the rebound will be taken by Clyde.
And there's going to be a foul.
Now, I was going to say, maybe Shelby is waiting to go on a run in the second half after the Bellevue coaches left, but they're still here scouting behind us.
I think they, typically that's what we would do is the team would maybe stay for a half, and then you would send them home and coaches would stay, of course, to watch the rest of the basketball game.
In the lane, tough off the glass, short, and we'll get a foul on the rebound as Schwimley gets bumped.
But I'm sure Bellevue is already, they played already. Yeah, they played, and he's probably had their assistant coaches, have some film ready on both of these basketball teams, and then after this game they'll go home tonight and try to finalize that game plan and start implementing it tomorrow in practice.
Up and under by Neese, kicks it back out to Schwimley. Ball fakes, gets into the lane, floats it, will be fouled, and she will go to the line.
Well, we've seen it several times tonight. Schwemley's not just a three-point shooter. She's not just a driver. She kind of has it all. And the one thing she does really well is she ball fakes and gets defenders off their feet and then is able to attack the basket.
Schwemley misses the front end. 0 for 2 tonight as the wholesale changes come back in for Clyde.
And I think, sometimes that's just a message. When you make that your message, hey, as we mentioned, you were down 11 at the half. Coach Bainey didn't like how they started the half and tried to send a message to this team because they're still a young basketball team and a message for the future.
Absolutely. And a travel. Another turnover.
4th turnover here in the second half.
12 turnovers at this point for Clyde Lady Fliers.
So Shelby will get it back with 4:02 left here, third quarter, and that's a tough break. Neese just fell.
Neese just got her feet tangled up. I don't know if she got tangled up with the defense or for the offense.
Yeah, that's one of those things.
Coach Lance saying she got tripped. That should be a foul, but no, nothing going.
Yeah.
Back comes Clyde now, desperately needing something to get going.
Yeah.
Ray with it, top of the key. Double team, gets it left side, Goon for 3. Got it.
Goon's second 3 of the night.
Yep.
Gets it back under 20 points, and Shelby comes right back down the floor.
In the lane, tough shot. Pinard doesn't go. And a foul on the rebound. It'll be on Kennard. That's her first.
And I think Coach Gurney's just telling Natalie Kennard, hey, be a little bit more patient. Kick it back out to your teammates. When we've had successes, when we reversed the basketball and made Clyde play defense.
Nearly intercepted, but Sheets gets it. She gets it inside. Layup, foul, 2 shots coming. So Kennedy Long will have a chance to get her first points of the night as Charlie Neese called for her first foul. 19-point Shelby lead here with 3:24 left in the third.
Long at the line. She hasn't hit the column.
First free throw, good. All 5 Clyde starters now into the scorebook.
Kennedy Long, one of the 2 seniors on the floor right now for Clyde.
2 for 2. 41-24.
Yep, 17-point lead for the Whippets. And Clyde back in their matched up man-to-man. Last time they went man-to-man, I think they ran a little backdoor cut. There they get a cutter to the basket. Now Serena Ramsey to the basket.
Her first points of the second half, she's got 8. On the other end, Sheets for 3 off the front of the rim, and Schwemley right there.
Great box
She knows
out.
how the rims are now. She stood underneath it and got the board.
Yeah, as we said, those shots are not going to bounce very far off the rim.
Offensive rebound taken out by Nice. Pass back inside the Kennard. Extra pass, Ramsey. Ramsey got it, and Coach Natalie Lance is going to get a timeout as Shelby's on a 15-5 run here in the quarter.
And Ramsey goes into double digits with 10.
That's why she was our player spotlight coach. We knew
That's
she was
right.
going to do
You're
this.
exactly right. But you can see Shelby is pretty efficient in their man-to-man offense. Clyde has kind of been forced to go man-to-man, and as soon as they went man-to-man here early in the third, they ran a backdoor play and got an easy layup. The last 2 possessions, they just had great ball movement. Limited the dribble. Shelby's limited their dribbles, moved the basketball, and have gotten 2 great scoring opportunities that they finished. So 21-point lead. Coach Lance probably right now talking, hey, we had a 20-point lead earlier, got back to 17. Now let's take this 21-point lead to 25 here by going back, getting now a stop, a score, and a stop. So trying to stretch this out here at the end of the third quarter.
While we have a second, let's take a look at the MOAC final standings. Shelby undefeated, 7th straight MOAC title, but the Lady Colts of Clear Fork, look at their record.
Yep.
They're now 21-3.
Yep.
And they are playing for a district championship on Saturday.
So I believe they had 2 losses to Shelby, correct, and then one to
Bellevue at the buzzer. It was a 3-pointer in the corner at Clear Fork. So Clear Fork losing to the number 1 and number 5 teams in Division 4.
Yep.
The Lady Colts are in Division 5 this year.
And Shelby coming out of that timeout showing a little bit of a different defense. Looks like a 1-2-2 half-court trap.
And they get it.
Kelsey Ray.
Her first field goal of the second half. She's got 4, and that was good patience by Clyde.
Yep.
Nice almost got the backdoor cut there to Booker, but Booker now in the corner. Drives baseline, jump stops, triple team, kicks it back out now to Sophia Long, then the Ramsey, into the corner to Nice.
And you can see in this man-to-man, they're face guarding Eve Schwemley, and looks like Kelsey Goon's going to get called for a hold on Schwemley. She made a cut into the lane.
That's her third.
So baseline out of bounds play here. Looks like they're going to call a box set.
Also, both teams in the bonus the rest of the quarter.
Yep. And they run Schwemley through what we would call a bird cut in my old day, a elevator cut up at the top. And Goon did a nice job of following her right through the lane.
That touched Alyssa Booker, so that's out of bounds. Would I say that's a cut for one Larry Bird, or is that for the flying
No,
variety?
that's we. I don't know if early in my coaching career that Boston ran a set, but yeah, we called that the Larry Bird cut because we would run that cross screen down low and then bring our shooter up top through a double.
Big fan of Larry Bird, especially when he had the mustache.
I was a huge Larry Bird fan.
Ooh, I'm a huge fan of that steal by Nice. All alone, puts it up and in. Her first field goal of the night, she's got 3. It's 47-26, the largest lead for Shelby, 21 points.
And now Shelby looks like they're in a 1-2-2 zone.
Great ball fake just inside the 3-point line. A bit strong, but an offensive rebound, all by Sheets. She splits two defenders, too strong. Offensive board put back, and we'll get free throws once again for Kennedy Long.
Oh. So Shelby right now has changed their defense a little bit, went to a 1-2-2, but you see right now the weakness that they had in that zone is they did not do a very good job of making contact and rebounding the basketball. So 2 offensive rebounds on that possession gives Clyde four total for the game. So it'll be interesting to see if Shelby stays in that defense.
Ramsey will take a seat for a break, as well as Alyssa Booker. 49 seconds left in the quarter, so they'll get an extra little bit of a breather before the start of the fourth. Second free throw is up and good. As Long, 3 of 4 on the day from the charity stripe. 20-point Shelby lead with 43 seconds left in the third. Winner gets number 1 Bellevue Saturday at 2 o'clock right back here at Bucyrus for a district championship. Nice cut by Schwemley. Puts it up and in. Somehow that fell through the bucket. She's got an and 1 attempt.
Well, they had a tough matchup as Aria Farrar, as we mentioned earlier, a freshman, was matched on her, and Schwemley just kind of using her experience of being able to run off of a screen and finish a play. So Eve with a traditional 3-point play here.
Well, also, all season long, she's been getting bumped and bumped and bumped most of the time without any calls because she's getting the number 1 player treatment by everybody. But to be able to, instead of, let that hurt her, she fights through it. Now she's able to make those shots.
Well, we see, one of the things when you're a really good player, you play with a lot of poise, and she doesn't seem to have many things bother her at all.
Wonderful set on the other side. Reese Daniel gets the extra pass. 1 second, and they won't throw it before the buzzer, and that'll end the quarter. We played 3 here in Bucyrus. 21-point lead for the Lady Whippets as we head to the fourth.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter? Ready for you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up.
8 minutes only separate Shelby and a date once again in a district final with Bellevue. Travis Berardi, the Hall of Famer, the soon-to-be multi-Hall of Famer, Joe Baylog. Also, tonight, later on tonight, the final episode of Season 3 of the Joe Show. You don't want to miss it. They had some shenanigans at the arena yesterday. I don't know what happened. I'm waiting to see what happens with that. But, Coach, 3 seasons in the book. Will we see a 4th?
We hope, I guess, if you bring me back.
Okay, then that's a yes, folks.
We'll see.
Block. Give the point guard a block in here as well. Back the other way, Ramsey all the way, loses the handle, it's out of bounds, but Shelby will keep possession as Charlie Neese adds a block to her repertoire tonight. In the Ramsey, quick free throw. That might have been deflected. They say it wasn't, and it will go back to Clyde.
Well, as we mentioned at the half, one of the things that Shelby had to be concerned with was the number of turnovers they had. In that third quarter, they only had 1. And I think you can see how that affects your offense. Your offense becomes a lot better when you're able to get looks at the basket.
Sheets along the baseline, gets around Schwemley, and Schwemley called for the foul. And, I mean, that might be a little frustration that she got beat because there's that swiping motion.
Yeah. But we also mentioned that Katie Sheets, you can see she's got a big brace on her right knee. Had suffered a knee injury a year ago, and talking to her after the game last week, she said it was misdiagnosed, and she waited almost 2 months to have surgery. So kind of getting back into the player that she was because of talked to someone from Clyde before the game. They talked about how good of a player she was prior to that knee injury.
Almost a turnover for Shelby, but taken out by their point guard, Charlie Neese. I said Sophie. Charlie can't get the layup to fall, though. She will save it, however, with an offensive board. Schwemley wide open for three, a bit short, but another offensive board. Sophia Long drives in. She puts it up, deflected, gets another offensive rebound. Out to Schwemley. She'll try another three. Give it to her.
Yep. You've heard this many times from commentators that do any basketball. Is one of the toughest threes to defend is a three off of an offensive rebound, and Shelby got two open looks, and Schwemley's not going to miss very many of those.
Clyde looking to answer. Sheets for three. Just off the mark. Ramsey fighting for the board. It'll be a jump ball, and it will go to the Lady Whippets with 6:22 left in regulation.
And Taitum Jeffrey a little bit frustrated as she only has 1 point tonight, does not have a field goal.
And that's a testament also to the Shelby defense, Coach. They're going to have to do that against Bellevue. And Haley Reese, Terniski as well, if they want to have a chance at winning that district championship on Saturday. Schwemley back out to Ramsey. 6 minutes left in this round of 64 matchup. Neese gets around two defenders, kicks it back out to Baker and then to Schwemley. Schwemley gets through two defenders, looks for that backdoor cut, but forced it, and it goes out of bounds.
Only the second turnover this half, though, for Shelby. But maybe just trying to thread the needle a little bit too much. As we said, when Shelby's moved the basketball with the pass more than the dribble, they've had a lot of success.
Ray gets through, puts it up, too much. You've seen that a lot tonight, too, as Ray just frustrated will get a foul. They've gotten past their defenders. They've gotten to the bucket, but they just kind of, instead of being strong with the ball, they just throw it up hard, and it's bounced off the rim. They have about, I'd say about 8 to 10 more points if they were able to finish at the hoop.
Well, you know, somebody a long time ago told me if you go back and you look at a game, if you make over 50% of your layups and 75% of your free throws, you're going to win most of your games. And a lot of times that's a true stat.
Yes. I've seen many games this year be determined because of missed layups.
There's another one.
Ramsey missed one on one end, gets away with a bit of a travel and gets the rebound. 5 minutes left in regulation. 24 point lead.
And right now, Clyde is in that 2-3 zone, so it looks like Shelby's going to just kind of spread the floor a little bit here and see if they can stretch them out, which they do. Schwemley gets right to the free throw line but kicks it back out. And there's going to be a foul here.
They played 3 at Shelby in the second D5 semifinal. Willard, the 2 seed, leading Huron 31-19.
Well, and give Willard a lot of credit because their best player,
Bedingfield
is out with a knee injury. So they're down to 7 players. They only had 8 players for the whole year.
And they will be still playing for a district championship if they hold on.
You got to give their girls and their coaching staff a lot of credit for getting that team refocused.
And that team is so young as well, Coach.
Yes.
To see them make a district final this year, look out.
Yep.
Through the lane, floater, got it. Using the soft rims was Sophia Long. She's got 12. On the other end, Goon travels before. We'll take a look at the runner right here.
Yep, nice move. As we said, if you're a shooter, you got to like these rims.
Yeah. Now, you played here a few times. The older gym they had, was it like that back then, Coach?
I don't remember. But, that was one of the things usually, you talk about scouting and stuff that we would, you might put on a scouting report and you would talk to your players a lot because it would be about, hey, that there's going to be a lot of rebounds. They're going to be right close to the rim, which you have not seen very many long rebounds tonight because of those soft rims.
And that's something to look forward to on Saturday.
Yeah. Which could give an advantage because of the side to Bellevue because of their size inside.
Nice pass to Kennard over to Ramsey. In the corner, back out to Kennard. 3:30 left. She tries it just inside the three-point line.
Good box
Strong.
out.
And that was a very nice box out by Abby Rogish. Kicked right side. Davis. Back out the Sheets. She'll try the three. Just a bit short. Ramsey, no, it's Schwimley. It gets the board. Schwimley triple team, gets it ahead to Long. Long along the baseline, into the lane, floats it with the hook and in.
Well, Sophia Long's had a really nice basketball game tonight. Been strong with the ball around the rim, has had some tough defensive rebounds. Coach Lance has got to be pleased with how she's played tonight.
Very balanced scoring.
Yeah.
4 players with 6+ points. And when you have an even Schwimley, it can put up 21. That's a very good sign for Shelby.
And looks like the Whippets are going to make some mass substitutions here when they get a chance.
Nice. Oh, what a pass. And as a coach, you have to love how Shelby ran the lane there.
Yep.
I mean, look at this replay. You have 2 wings, you have the point, and that's what opens that up.
Yep. Great bounce pass to finish.
And that is the way to finish things off for these starters
Yeah.
for Shelby as they lead by 30. 2.5 minutes left. You can as one of the media members for college basketball would say, Shelby Sharpie on to the next round.
Yep.
Now for Clyde, just looking ahead, Sheets, Long, Rogish, the 3 seniors, but they have 3 starting sophomores that'll be back. They have 2 more sophomores and a junior. So
and they got a freshman.
And they do have 2 freshmen on the roster too. So this is a team that, you know what,
And
they pulled an upset in the tournament. Maybe that was, a little added game. You had some extra practice. You have another game there. That just helps you for the next season for these players coming back.
Yep. As we mentioned, their leading scorer tonight, Taitum Jeffrey, only one point, did not score a field goal. So I'm sure that she's going to leave this game with not a real good taste in her mouth. And, hopefully that's going to lead her to want to work extremely hard along with her teammates to kind of get that feel of what it means to win a game in the tournament, but then more importantly to try to be a little bit better in their league next year, which is a tough division.
The three's off the mark, and it is knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Shelby with 2:11 left. For all of you still watching, stay tuned after the game for the Carothers Pest Control post-game show. We'll have our Arcelor Mittal MVP interview. We have goodies. We have a goodie bag for them tonight, Coach.
Oh.
Yeah. I packed it myself, so it'll be good, hopefully. Trevin Harris of Centerburg got one last night. Was so pumped when he got it. So as well as Kayla Larimore, Centerburg boys and girls still in the tournament. That shot missed, and we will get a jump ball as Chloe Mayheck tried going through the Redwoods and was unable to finish.
Wow. And we mentioned Mayheck in the first half had 6 points coming off the bench, which was key. And Coach putting his senior back in to give them the last time that they'll play high school basketball here.
Give him a
for
curtain
Clyde.
call.
Yep. Nice thing to do.
Get in there. Yes. Sheets with her first points of the second half, but that gets her into double figures in her final game.
Yep. As we mentioned, she played really well in the sectional final.
Saved it back to Clyde. Nice jump stop. Puts it up and in. It's a 5-0 run. Ember Anders, the freshman, threw on the brakes and got the bucket.
I mean, Clyde's got some young players. As we said, started 3 sophomores, a couple freshmen on the floor right now. Key thing will be, what are you going to do in the offseason to make yourself better?
That works around the Mayheck. Under a minute to play. Now the question is, can Shelby get the 60 points? There's an offensive rebound. Back out from the free throw line, just off the mark. And it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Shelby. Take a look at the bucket on the other side.
Yep.
Right there.
Nice jump stop, playing off 2 feet, which is something I like to see rather than, shooting floaters off one. I like that jump stop, and just being on balance.
Also, it's fun seeing your defender fly by like it
Yeah.
looks like a cartoon, you know?
Yep.
Final 45 seconds. Erica Winkle all the way in, kicks it back out. 3 in the air. Got it, and they will hit into the 60s. Alyssa Booker's first points of the night at 62-34. So we said Sharpie Shelby. Let's look ahead a little bit, Coach. Bellevue Shelby. I don't know how many times these two teams have met up in a district final over the last 10 years, but we should be in for a good one.
Yep, we should be in for a really good basketball game. I mean, if you're looking at the two teams, you're probably saying that Bellevue's going to be the favorite because they beat Shelby, I think, by double digits during the season.
Yeah.
But as we said, it's
we'll get a travel.
It's tournament time, and you never know. So both teams will become well prepared. It probably be one of the better district final games across the state on Saturday.
That'll do it. Number 2 Shelby cruises in the second half for the 62-34 victory. They will be in the district championship on Saturday. We'll take a break, be back with the Carothers Pest Control post-game show, and talk to our Arcelor Mittal MVP after this.
Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to.
Back here inside the Carothers Pest Control post-game shows, we await our MVP. Joe Baylog, Travis Berardi back here at Bucyrus, where Shelby took care of business in the second half to win it 62-34. And, you know, they did what they needed to do in this semifinal game. They were favored, and they took care of business.
Well, I think a couple stats that kind of are, pop into your eye here.
Oh, let's take a look at them.
Is that Shelby dominated the glass 36-20, 14 offensive rebounds. And then one of the things we talked about, Shelby had 8 turnovers in the first half, only had 4 of those in the second half. So Coach Lance has got to be pleased with that, because one of the things you're not going to be able to do on Saturday is turn the basketball over against a very talented Bellevue Redmond basketball team.
Yeah, 22s, they dominated inside as well. Clyde stayed in it in the first half because of their threes, didn't hit as many in the second half until it was too little too late. They outscore Shelby from beyond the arc 18-12, but 20-5, so that's a 40-10 advantage inside the arc for Shelby. And like you said, 4 turnovers for them. 6-11, both teams 6 free throws, but that's what you have. Score by quarter real quick here before we get back to our break. 18-12 Shelby, 12-7, 20-10, and 12-5. They take care of business. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, our MVP interview, you know who it is. It's Eve Schwimley, right here, live and free.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex.
Back here with our Arcelor Mittal MVP. She led all scores tonight. It's Eve Schwimley. I mean, what a performance tonight for you guys. District semifinals. It doesn't matter who you play. It's a district semifinal. Clyde upset Upper Sandusky. They played Upper Sandusky played you guys tough earlier in the season, but you know, you took care of business, especially in the second half. What adjustments were made at the half to allow you guys to just pull away and take care of business?
I think definitely in the 3-2 we were a little antsy, keeping it on the right side, where the second half we moved the ball a lot better, getting it to the middle and then kicking out before they collapsed on us.
Yeah. And also a very balanced effort. You led the way, but you had 3 other players with 6 or more points. How important is it to get that balance, especially going into Saturday?
Oh, that's huge for us. We definitely need everyone else trying to get some points scoring, because it just spreads the ball out, makes them guard everybody.
And now let's move ahead. Let's talk about it. Once again, it's going to be Shelby and Bellevue for a district championship. What is it going to take for you guys to knock them off? I know they already beat you earlier this year by double digits at their place, but what's it going to take to knock them off and then move on to a regional?
Yeah, we just talked about it's going to be a dogfight. We have to work our butts off, and it's going to be a hard game, but we can beat them. We just have to play good, and we got to take care of the ball.
All right, before I let you do shout-outs, MVP bag. He's got some goodies in there, but now if you want to look into the camera and give shout-outs, go for it, my friend.
Just my teammates.
All right, there you have it. Tonight's MVP led the way in scoring. Eve Schwimley, we will see you Saturday for a district championship.
Sounds good.
Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Don't just get around this winter season, conquer it with the 2025 Ford Escape. With 25 models to choose from, the Escape is built for all types of weather, from blizzards to blue skies. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy every moment with tech features that keep you in control, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Or your kids and neighbors. The 2025 Ford Escape. Ready for winter, ready for you.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Back here inside the Carothers Pest Control post-game show, and shout out Joe Baylog producing that MVP interview. Well done, sir. You do it all, and you can see him do it more things here coming up in the Joe Show in a matter of minutes once we get off the air here. But let's finish things up. Coach, as a higher seed like this, a favored team as well, all you have to do is take care of business, and that's what Shelby did tonight.
Yep. I mean, you know, I think that the key kind of in both games tonight was the start of the game. Both teams kind of established themselves, and then I think we mentioned that 11-point lead at the half, and Shelby comes out, and in the first 3 minutes stretches it out to 20, and, you know, just never really looked back. So going to have a great matchup here on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Yep.
In a district championship game that's going to be special. Two teams that have had a lot of success, you know, over the past 6-7 years, and two teams that are very familiar with each other. And it's going to come down to kind of a simple thing: which team plays the best.
Number 1 versus number 5 in the state of Ohio, according to the new Max Prep state rankings, not the RPI, but also Shelby and Bellevue, both in the top 55 overall in all teams in the state. So this is going to be quite the matchup for you. We'll have live and free on Saturday afternoon.
And either one of these teams, whoever wins this district, I would say has a good chance of getting out of the regional, because they're not going to face good basketball teams.
They're battle tested,
but they're going to be battle tested, and there's not anybody in there like that. You're going to go, holy smokes, there's no chance that they can beat that basketball team.
All right, any final words, Joe, before we get out of here? Next time you'll see me will be Saturday.
Yep. You know, this is always an exciting time of the year. I mean, you know, we're into girls districts. We're just kind of starting the boys sectional finals and district play here. But this is a fun 2 to 3 weeks of high school basketball in the state of Ohio. So fans, if you can get out to a game, go see them. If not, check our OH Report schedule. And we are glad to be able to bring you these basketball games.
I have 8 games in 6 days. 4 and 3 already done. I got two tomorrow. Jonathan Langdon and I will be at Willard for the district in D6. We'll have Crawford and New London the first game, and then Margaretta and Winford. That should be a good game tomorrow night. And then Friday, I will be at the Castle. Northmore will take on Mechanicsburg for a sectional championship. And then Saturday, we're back here to wrap things up. But let's wrap things up ourselves and get out of here. I want to thank everybody who helped make things possible tonight. Joe Baylog, as always, it's a pleasure working with you, sir. Catch him on the Joe Show tonight, the final episode of the season. Shane Young, wonderful job on the camera work as well. And our sponsors, Mechanics Bank, our scoreboard sponsor, Arcelor Mittal, our MVP sponsor. Pre-half, post-game sponsor is Carothers Pest Control. Also would like to thank Avita Home Health and Hospice, our instant replay sponsor. and BS Media Productions, our timeout sponsor. I want to thank Graham Ford and Avita Home Health and Hospice as well, our commercial sponsors. I want to thank the fine folks here at Bucyrus High School, the athletic department for allowing us to be here tonight, as well as the OHSA for allowing us to stream these games to you live and free. Number 2 Shelby, number 1 Bellevue win district semifinals. They will meet on Saturday for the district title. For Joe Baylog, for Shane Young, I am Travis Berardi saying so long from Bucyrus.